Thanks for that, Jim. Now, mate, I realise that it's not always easy to speak so candidly about these things. And by doing this, you've already set out a really good framework for us to work from today. So thank you for that. As you know, the court has the power to terminate your treatment order if they aren't satisfied with your compliance, which, yeah, exactly, would result in you serving a prison sentence. But the fact that you've been so open with me about these issues means, mate, we're already well on our way to making sure that that doesn't happen. And like we've discussed, the court also has the power to amend your treatment order, potentially to suit your needs. Now, from what you've told me, it's been hard for you to get to your sessions and your courses. And once you get there, you found the environment to be quite difficult. And your medical treatment, that's been giving you some negative side effects. Now, these things have made compliance quite hard for you so far. Yep. And it's okay that you're having these issues. It's not at all unusual. So what do you say we work through them one by one? Awesome. When I asked you about your inconsistent attendance at the training college, you said that you're a bit out of your depth with the maths component and that you don't feel supported by the instructors. Yeah. Now, mate, when we're learning something new and unfamiliar, like maths, for example, we're expected to have a lot of questions, and that's okay. There's no shame in that at all. And it's up to your mentor to facilitate that. Now, if you're comfortable, I can arrange a meeting between us and the student counsellor at the college to discuss making some changes to your learning program. And for the purposes of improving your learning environment, what changes would you want to suggest to the counsellor at our meeting? Moving to another class, great. Different instructors, sure. Yeah, we could definitely inquire about doing that. The possibility of maybe moving you somewhere where the instructors are going to do a better job at supporting you, as they should be. And with the maths side of things, we could also discuss with the counsellor the possibility of enrolling you in some other classes to help prepare you for that maths component. Now, when I initially asked you about why you'd had these attendance issues, you indicated that your transport situation has been very difficult, having to navigate complicated bus and train timetables. Can you think of any other ways that you might be able to get to the sessions that would help reduce the stress that the transport's been causing you? Someone to take you, yep. Your neighbour, great. How often would your neighbour be available to take you? Not every session? Okay, that's all right, that can still work. And you're right, yeah, it is a bloody long way to travel. If we have a chat with the court team about this, they might be able to get some taxi or some Uber funding for you as well, just to make getting to those sessions when your neighbour isn't available to take you a little bit easier. Alternatively, the court may be able to relocate you to a different DBT course or a different training college that's close to where you live, just to make getting there a bit easier when your neighbour isn't taking you or when you're on public transport. Now, I understand that you've been working around this very difficult transport situation by driving without a licence. And while it's important to communicate with the court team whenever you're having any difficulties to help them understand your situation and needs, I just wanted to check if you're okay with me telling them about this. Great. Now, mate, with the DBT sessions, you said that you found your ability to relate to your fellow group participants triggering and that you don't even want to be around them. What is it exactly about this environment that you'd like to change? You feel risk of relapsing? Okay, with drug use? So you want to be somewhere that doesn't make you feel like that? Okay. And again, only with your consent, I can communicate that with the court team to help them understand your situation. And they might approve of you engaging in some individual one-on-one classes. Does that sound good? Awesome. Now, mate, I admire your positive attitude before when you spoke about the benefits of attending these sessions and completing the DBT course. Have you thought about maybe, the fact that these sessions are triggering, these group sessions, is a part of their therapeutic benefits? No? Okay. And look, that's okay. If you feel like you aren't ready to be part of that kind of environment just yet, you can have a look at having a chat with the court team about taking some time and participating when you're ready. Now, mate, you said the reason that you stopped taking your medication is because of the side effects and because they don't work. And you've described the hallucinations that you've been experiencing as harmless. Have you had the chance to have a chat with the psychiatrist about any of this? No? Okay. And when he put you on the medication, did he explain to you how long the medication might take to work or any of the side effects? He didn't? Okay. As you know, mate, the complying with the medication part of the treatment order is important for the purposes of keeping the court happy. And to do this, it might be worth having a chat with the psychiatrist about this kind of stuff. They may be able to change your medication to minimize those side effects that you were talking about. Okay, cool. Mate, thanks for your work today. We've got a bit of a plan together now that addresses these issues and your needs that you've identified. Now, if we communicate these needs with the right people, obviously, if you're okay with that, with your consent, you're obviously going to be able to keep the court happy and nail this treatment order. And look, moving forward, mate, feel free to keep reaching out to myself or a member of the court team if there are any more difficulties that get in your way, and we can work through them like we've done today. Okay, thanks, mate. Talk soon.